Hi, this is Nikki Caputa from FAB Body Bootcamps, and I'm just going to show you the warm-up that I want you to be using today with this workout. The workout you're going to be doing today is called Abdomatron, and it's really going to target your abs, but it's also a really good all-over body workout. The format for the workout is 20 seconds of intense exercise followed by a 10-second rest, and you're going to do 2 exercises through that, and those 2 exercises are going to be repeated for 5 minutes, and I'll explain more as we go on. So this is the warm-up. Starting with our broomstick, if you have one, holding it out nice and straight. You want your glutes, your bottom, drawn in nice and tight, your hips are in neutral, your feet are hip width apart, and your abs and your core drawn in nice and tight. And all I'm going to do is just little rotations. Hips still facing forward, just bringing the arms round with you. Okay, so I want you to repeat that about 10 times. Then we're going to go on to bringing the broomstick right up in the air, above your head, get your shoulder blades all the way back and down, shoulders nice and relaxed. Again, same setup, abs in nice and tight, bum really squeezed, and we're just going to go side to side. And again, 10. So from here, we're then going to go into a squat. So I'll just show you first, and then I'll talk you through it. So from here, coming down straight with the legs. So straight with the legs, come down into a squat, bring it overhead, and come back up. Come down, bend the legs, and up. So really firing up your bottom, your glutes, as you drive back up. Okay, so do 10 of those. Okay, so the final exercises we're going to do for the warm-up using our broomstick, I'll show you first. So you come down in a squat, and you've got to make sure that you're pushing all the way back. So you're drawing a big circle with the body, stretching it all out. So make sure those shoulders are all the way back as you come round. So you go 10 this side, then you swap, and you go 10 the other side. So bend those knees, squeeze the glutes to get you back up, and bring those arms all the way up and over. Okay, so just 3 more exercises to do before we go straight on into the workout. The first one we're going to do is our squats. So feet are hip width apart, glutes are in nice and tight, abs in nice and tight, and you're going to have your hands here in front of you and just come down into a squat for 10 counts. So you're aiming to touch down, squeeze up, touch down, squeeze up. So when you've done your 10, you want your hands behind your head, and we're going to go into forward lunge. So you won't be able to go down really deep. Just to start with, just go down as deep as you can with that back leg. Stepping forward in a lunge. Making sure that your knee doesn't track over your toe and that you're right up on that back foot. So we're going to go for 10 there. Then when you finish those, hands in the middle, we're going to step out for a side lunge and across. Side lunge and across. So all your body weight is coming across onto the bent knee, the inside leg is straight. Okay, as you progress through that, you can start reaching down to your ankle. Reach down so you're getting more of a stretch. And if you want to progress that and bring the heart rate up a little bit more, you need to put a skip in, which looks like this. So that's 10 of those, and you're done on the warm-up. So you've done your warm-up now and you're all ready to do Abdomatron. Couldn't say it then. what you need to remember with that is that there's going to be 4 rounds of exercise, but you only really ever need to concentrate on the 2 exercises you're doing per round. So in the first round there'll be 2 exercises. You'll do 20 seconds of one followed by 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of the other followed by 10 seconds rest, and you'll do 5 lots of those, so you're doing 5 minutes continuously, and that's it. You then get a break at the end of that of a minute, and then you move on to the next 2 exercises. You will need a stopwatch in front of you, or a clock, or a watch of some sort. If you've got a little timer like I've got, brilliant. I use a Gym Boss. So what are our first 2 exercises? Our first 2 exercises on Abdomatron, we have got plank builder and we've got star jumps, and I'm just going to go and show you what they're all about. So first of all I'm going to show you plank builder, okay? If you're fairly advanced, then you'll be able to do this. If you're fairly intermediate, you'll be able to do this. And if you're a beginner, then give it a go. If you find it really tricky, then just go down into a plank. So first of all, you've got 2 options with the plank here, lifting up through the hips, toes are flat down, and just hold. So that's your plank, if you're doing the easy option. If you want to try and challenge yourself with the plank, come up onto your toes. However, the exercise is plank builder, so this is plank builder. Are you watching? So these are your star jumps. What you need to remember is you're coming down into a squat. Everything is in nice and tight. Draw your bottom in, draw your tummy in, you come down, you explode out into a star. Got that? Should we get going then? Okay, so we're going to do plank builder and star jumps. So you're going to do 5 rounds of these. I'm just going to show you a couple of rounds to see how it's going to look. I'm going to set my timer and off we go. Okay, that's my 20 seconds done, okay? 10-second break now. Short break before we go into star jumps. Are you ready? There we go, that's round 1. That should do you. So when you've done your round 1, you then need your minute's rest. So you've had your minute's rest, so now you're moving on to round 2. In round 2, you have Spider-Mans and you have jump squats. So I'm just going to get on with them and show you what they're all about. I'm going to set my timer and I'm going to do 1 round to show you, and then hopefully you'll be good to go. But you need to do 5 continuous, with 20 seconds of exercise, 10 seconds rest, and then you get your minute at the end, and I'll see you when we're starting round 3. So these are our Spider-Mans. Up into full plank position, making sure your shoulder and your elbow and your hand are all in a nice line, and the same with your bottoms down. What you're going to do is bring the knee all the way round and look towards it. So squeezing through the side, keeping your bottom down all the way round. The next exercise is jump squats. I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to go with the Spider-Man. You'll see what I mean with jump squats because I'm going to go straight into them. So, here we go. So ready for jump squats. Hands either here or here, and off we go. So you've done your 5 minutes of exercise in round 2. And you're on your 1 minute break now, yes? So we're going to look at the exercises in round 3. Round 3 we've got hip splits and we've got burpees. And again I'm going to show you 1 round just so that you know what you're doing, and I'm going to do it on my timer. So hip splits look like this. Set my timer, into the same position as last time. Here, out and in with those legs. Bottoms down, everything's in nice and tight, just the same as before. Bringing those legs out and in all the way. Okay, 10-second break. Then we've got burpees. Get myself ready. Okay, so you've done your 5 minutes in round 3 and we're now on to the last round. Well, you're having your minutes break here, that's very important, so make sure you get your minutes break. But in that break, just take a look at these next 2 exercises. We've got push-ups and we've got reverse lunges. So, I'm going to set my timer, I'm going to set you up with push-ups. There are lots of variations with push-ups. So, you can be fairly square here and come down through the middle with your chest. You can bring your body weight more forward and you can come down through the chest, or you can go on your toes, which is much more advanced, and you can come down through the chest. Okay, so I'm going to get going with our push-ups. Set my timer, off I go. So chest is all the way down, your bottom is not sticking up in the air, your weight is forward if you're doing it this way. Head is in neutral. Okay, so next exercise, we're up on our feet for reverse lunges. Hands are behind the head. I'm going to stand side on so you can see the deepness of the lunge. And go. And go. So nice and deep, making sure that you're coming down. You're not just stepping the leg back, but you're actually coming down through the middle. Down through the middle. Down through the middle. So you've done your 5 minutes in round 4, and that makes 20 minutes of really intense exercise, broken up with those 20 seconds and then 10 seconds rest. So you've caught your breath after your minute's rest, and now it's time just to stretch a few of your tired muscles out, okay? So I'm just going to take you through a few stretches. Come down and lie out on your mat. Come up onto your forearms. Keep your body nice and relaxed now. This is a nice relaxing time. If you can, you've got lots of flexibility in your back, come onto your hands and really stretch out. Holding these stretches for as long as they feel comfortable, really. So, back down, rest your head on your hand. I'm going to look up, but you rest your head. Reach round, take hold of one ankle and squeeze it in. Really stretching out through the front of the legs, which is always very tight. So again, hold that until the stretch eases off. Swap it over onto the other side. So when you felt it easing off, go into the next stretch where we're going to come up to all fours. And we're just going to stretch out the back. So we're just going to come up into cat stretch, hold it for a few seconds, come down into cow, back up into cat stretch. And just repeat that as many times as you want to. It's nice and relaxing, making sure you've got nice deep breathing. Then you're going to sit back onto your heels and stretch your fingertips as far forward as you can, so stretch them forward and drop your head. Again, just hold that for as long as you can. From there, we're going to come back to all fours. We're going to tuck our toes under and come down into down dog. So, pressing your head through your hands, your hips up to the sky. If you need to bend your knees and push your hips up a bit more, then do so. And hold that. You should feel that stretch all the way through the back of your legs. Just holding it. Again, hold it for as long as you can. Come down onto your knees, hip flexors. So striding forward,